60, you're doing well, and Titans were just below that last week. Tigers are just a little bit off it as well. So everything shapes in readiness. Do you see any key matchups here? Obviously, Abigail Latu-Miafau, that's, you know, an opportunity there.
And Alice Spencer. Amy Somerville's always got to be someone that you've got to try and stop. She leads the team from the front.
If you've never seen her shoot, she shoots ridiculously high. One of the best techniques you'll ever see. If you're looking to coach your youngsters, that's the technique you want to be showing them. It invariably has snow on it, it goes that high. Yeah, she's got a great technique. And if they can give her plenty of ball and she gets plenty of opportunity, she will, of course, take the Tigers deep into this match.
Yeah, certainly the goal leader last year, I believe, in...
She was up there. She was in the top 5, yeah. She was, the goal leader was, Charlie Bell.
I might have been a year out there.
Charlie Bell.
Time goes fast.
It does indeed, yeah. So, and Alicia Adams was the highest percentage shooter last year. So, everything's in readiness. Olivia Dykstra, it was my first look at her last week. She was very impressive. I see that as a bit of a key. If they can get plenty of ball to her, and we've got the 3 umpires in position. Yes, I've read them out. So we're all good to go. And we are waiting for the set umpires. So centre pass looks like it's going the way of the Titans. So the luck continues for the great Titan side. And we're underway. Nice ball
Speed
down.
off the line early there by Jordan Namo.
Yeah, it's a loose ball here. Latu-Miafau couldn't get it in there. Contact calls everywhere. That's on Maddie Ryan.
Doesn't want to shoot.
Of course, former Firebird, for Adelaide Thunderbird player. And she gets the first for the Titans. 28 seconds gone, and the Titans lead it by 1. They led Goat away last week. They'll be looking to do the same this week.
Nice switch there by the defence in that circle.
Gilbert.
And then picked up on the side by
Emily
Oxenford.
Gilbert, and gets called for the footwork. So Tigers will restart. That's Gaffer at centre. Are you looking for a fun fact?
Oh, I like your fun facts.
Centre for the Tigers, Jada Gaffer.
Yes.
Goal defence for the Titans is Briar Gaffer. Sisters.
They are sisters.
They are. There you go. That's my understanding. I hope I haven't got that wrong.
Love seeing sisters on court. I like seeing them on the same team, but a bit of healthy competition in the family is okay.
Well, last year we had the child sisters for the Tigers. It was only one this year.
Another one's off to New Zealand.
She is indeed. Oh, loose hands there. So the missed shot from the Titans get cleaned up by the Tigers. They can't handle the ball, and now it goes into
Good vision in.
Dykstra. She gets the second. Titans off to a flyer. They lead it 2-1. And all of a sudden there's a bit of energy on the court. Gaffer with it now, looks in, finds Somerville.
Lots of noise down there by the Tigers supporters. It's great to hear the cheering.
Amy Somerville shoots the back of the ring. There's a lot of traffic around. She gets her own rebound, missed the shot.
She'll prefer it from out there a bit.
Just hasn't found the range yet. She'll get a third opportunity. And you don't give Amy Somerville 3 chances. No. She'll make you pay. We're tied at 2.
And she does.
2:32 gone. Nice pass there. We fire it across. In it goes. Dykstra scores goal number 3.
She was certainly calling for it early, having a nice front position there.
She's a great target. Maddie Ryan's going to have her work cut out on that. Fired across. Looks down. Tigers looking good here. Ooh. A hunting wheel go.
Milne had a look at that.
She did indeed.
You wouldn't want to let too many of those go across heads. Tigers at this stage deciding to double sort of defend on that centre pass and allowing one of the players to come through and take a nice controlled ball. Not too sure that's the way to go at this stage. Nice drive down onto the circle edge, feed into Amy Somerville. This is her range, this is her height, and she finishes. Bit snow on that one too, Millsy.
Indeed there was, and the Titans will get us underway. We're tied at 4 and hell ball.
Trying to get it off. I saw what she was trying to do there, trying to get it off the side there. few fumbles early, being called for replay there.
So, I can't recall, did you tip the Titans in the thriller?
I tipped the Titans by 1.
Titans by 1. I'm going with the Tigers by 27.
Wow.
I know.
Really? They're going to run away, are they?
27's my go-to number. But I actually do think the Tigers may just get the chocolates here, a bit of experience.
It is a very favourable number of mine too. It is my birthday.
Oh, stop it.
So it's helping me well, that number.
Thought it might have been your age.
Too kind.
So Titans with it now. It's 5-all. We've played 4.5. Spencer hits the deck. Oxenford chases it down, gives it back. She'll want it back, gets it back eventually through Gilbert, who got cleaned up.
Contact on Morgan there.
Loose ball in. That was never connecting with anyone. Even the ball girl's having trouble grabbing it.
It's a little scrappy early, a bit like the first game of the day. It's like these games mean a lot to these girls. You can feel it. It's intense and it's real out there. So they need to settle. Lovely give and go there.
So nice transition play here by the Tigers. The falls away of Thompson. She was very impressive last week and impressive today as well, as the Tigers get the lead for the first time in the match.
Interesting technique. They're quite forward in her shot.
6-5.
Good patience. It was on, but choosing another option. This is her range. Nice and high.
It is.
Nothing but net, Millsy.
Nothing but net. 7-5. Somerville gets the lead out to 2.
Back to the one-on-one on that line. It's causing them to work a little bit harder to get that first phase ball. Oh, nice front position. Great footwork there by Ryan to get around body there.
Maddie Ryan, she read that like a John Grisham book. All over it. Thompson working well.
Bit of a zone in the centre there, pressed by the Titans.
Spencer with it. Back to Somerville, who has to go all the way back into the centre third. Eventually she gets it. Somerville now warming into her work. And we've got some sort of call there, maybe a footwork.
I think it was
someone's out of play, yeah. Malga.
I was just going to say
Malga,
how patient
out of play.
and controlled Tigers are.
I was going to say the same, actually.
Yeah, leading into there's no real panic, which is great. And you want that. You want your shooters to go in and take the ball into that goal circle, relaxed, to do their job.
Was lucky enough to play the Tigers in a couple of practice matches pre-season with the Queensland mixed team. Right. And first time we played them, like, we were sort of gearing up for national championships. They were just getting together. And it was a little bit scratchy. Second time we played them, they were brilliant. They brought the ball down the court superbly. Their shooting was incredible. Yeah, it was a great game the second time around. And that was a couple of weeks before their season started. So they've
gone away and had a think.
Yeah, they've eased into it,
yep.
And they built nicely. And you're starting to see the fruits of their efforts through Coach Burns.
So much we can learn from playing against opposite sexes and things. So great to have that in our sport, mixed men's and ladies.
Well, yes,
you were
indeed.
Successful in that campaign, weren't you guys?
Unbelievably successful.
Yes.
We played 11 games, won 10.
Wow.
Only lost the one by 2. National champions.
Amazing.
7 people in the Australian squad. So, yeah, it was a pretty successful campaign.
The lucky Tigers to have those training opportunities.
Yeah, well, yeah, the coaches have been great to us. I get on fairly well with most of the coaches in the league, so
excellent.
It's easy for me to, I'm easy to get games for us.
Tigers up by 1.
8-7 in the pocket. Oh, Somerville was a slow release.
Slow release. Telegraphed, I'd call that one.
That gave Millen a chance. She got some hands on it, couldn't keep it in. Again, another bit of a slow release there. Somerville. It's crowded at the moment. You can throw a hanky over them.
Very tight defence there.
Anyone still use hankies these days?
Oh, I think so.
Still people use hankies?
Hankies are nice.
You blow your nose and then shove it in your pocket.
I'd rather throw a hanky than a tissue.
Oh, it's fair call.
You throw it a lot further. Sorry, we digress.
Nice play there by Thompson. Little triangle offence. Keeps the lead at 2 for the Tigers. Oxenford gets us underway.
Oh, nice arms over.
And
lovely one-on-one by Childs there.
Oh, that is nice play.
You give it, you get it.
Namu.
That was the best example of that.
Brought the ball down, the old give and go. Oh, loose feet in though, unfortunately, but it's still fall away of the Titans.
Not quite placed in the right spot there for
Dykstra couldn't pull it in. Here we go.
Taking
Nice
a long
work.
time to deliver that ball, but it's paid and it sinks.
Mia Fowl makes no mistake.
Beautiful shoulder pass there by Gaffer. No, Spencer, was it?
Back we go. Amy Summerall with it. She'll step in. 1 foot, scores the goal. We've got 6 to play. The Tigers lead it by 2. Titans working hard. For the viewers at home, you've got the Titans in the sky blue and gold. They're going right to left of your screen. Tigers, of course, in their traditional black and orange. They're going left to right and getting us underway there. Thompson with it. Finds Gaffer, looks down. Oh, Summerall under pressure from Milne, but it still falls away of the Tigers.
That pass was really a bit too flat there by Amy. Would like to see it come out more on a bit of an angle.
On the drive, you want to come out 45 or something like that?
Come out more on the 45. It leaves it far too open.
Well, she's
delivering from that far out.
Yeah, they were trying to find the backspace there and they couldn't.
Yeah.
So let's see how they line up defensively. They're just tight man on man at the moment.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Tigers work more to the circle edge, I think, at this stage. Instead of just looking in for Amy. She's very often available, but...
We get the obstruction call here on Childs. So Mia Fowl just outside the circle. Will she shoot? It's now a penalty pass. She passes off. Ooh, that was lucky.
There's a great contest going on there by Duxtra and Ryan. Ryan obviously a little bit shorter, but some great footwork getting around and really confusing the space of the feeders.
Yeah, confusing the space. That's what we say as coaches, confuse the space. Don't make it easy for the feeders. 10-10 at the moment, 4:30 to play. Oh, contact, no, it wasn't. Childs. Mia Fowl looking $1 million today. Oh, hell ball, no goal.
She had to think about that last one that was held for a bit longer, I think.
So we're 10-10.
It's been put on notice, I think, with that.
Nice drive. Gaffer in the pocket. Again, top of the circle.
Some
looking
of
for
the calling it for top.
Looking for the triangle offense.
She's an exceptional player to help the team see and believe where it is and delivers.
So Somerville again with that lovely stop gets it back to Tigers, 11-10. Gaffer with it. Thompson, huge minutes last week. Coming into the season, you thought it'd probably be Tash Robinson playing with Somerville, but Thompson's taken the GA spot for the moment. And with play like that, you can see why. It's 12-10.
It's like they're lucky to have Robinson on the bench.
Oh, exceptional shooter.
Yeah.
Back they go.
Both
Gilbert
teams
with it.
really protecting possession, aren't they?
And great defence. Spencer's on the deck again. She's up now. Dykstra a long way from home. Has to fire across. That's an awkward looking pass. It eventually finds Gilbert. Mia Fowl. Oh, nice play by Mia Fowl. That was smart play. Opened it up for Dykstra. And misses the shot.
A bit too much on it. Too many Wheaties. And she finishes. That was great patient play there by the Titans.
So they get their 11th. They're down by 1. 2:44 to play in the first. Ooh, loose pass there. Someone could have had a crack at that one. Somerville shoots a little bit left. Thompson keeps it in, but she thought she flicked it off.
Court, perhaps.
Yeah, possibly. No, it's a throw in. She thought she kept it in, clearly didn't. Nice ball across, looking good. There's Gilbert, looks down, long ball. And a very nice little finesse pass there from Namu. Gets it into the Titans, who tied at 12. 2:08.
It's gone fast this first quarter.
It's because it's been exciting.
Oh, nice hands.
Spencer had a crack at that one. Namu looks in, finds Mia Fowl, where to go. Has to go back, probably won't get it back on that occasion. Oh, kept him beautifully.
Exceptional pull in there. Oh.
Picked off by Gaffer. She gets it back. Now they're in transition here, the Tigers. Free shooter under the hoop. They find her in Somerville. And the goal counts. Tigers 13-12. They just don't want to surrender this lead. Every chance the Titans get to bring it back, they just can't. Somerville, night of play. In the pocket. There's no shooters at home at the moment for Tigers. Now there is. No, there isn't. Thompson comes out.
I'm speechless, Millsy. There's so much to watch. There's so much movement. And yet the person with the ball's quite controlled.
Can I just give you a tip? Being speechless as a commentator is not good. Dead air.
But I've got you.
Dead air is not good.
I've got you.
So, I haven't heard those words for a while. But 14-12, Tigers get another turnover. This is a great finish to the quarter.
By Childs there. They're very good at that, the Tigers, picking up those crumbs. Somerville
winding back the clock, playing like a wing. And Thompson, just as casual as you like, puts a lot of backspin on that pass. It's a low release. And it's 15-12. The Mizuno momentum is currently with the Tigers.
Somerville out of the circle.
30 seconds, plenty of time. They'd probably want to take about 16, 17 seconds off this. Smart play by Somerville. She's using the clock to her advantage. This is a good play by the Tigers. Now they'll shoot and score. They'll leave about 10 seconds for the Titans to score.
Time enough, Millsy?
It is, but it was a good play.
Oh, hands again. That's the second one that Gaffer's done that.
Gaffer couldn't pick it up though. We're inside 5 seconds. Mia Fowl fires in. Dykstra in super shot range. Doesn't realise it's time up. Doesn't get a shot off. We're at 16-12. Tigers. Impressive first quarter. Nat Jarrett.
Yeah, very impressive. I feel that when they've got the ball, they are most definitely in control. But the relentless one-on-one from the Titans, it's certainly hard to call yet.
So 16-12, first quarter. Titans got the first couple. They looked like they were going to run away with it, and then they fought back hard here, the Tigers. And and they now lead it by 4. So we're going quite well there. So how have you found the matchups? Amy Somerville standing out for you at the moment?
Yeah, Amy Somerville doing a lot of movement today. Obviously, has to with the defensive pressure of Gaffer and Milne. And I quite like seeing her come out of the circle and open it up a bit.
So as we said, this is game 3 of 4 so far this weekend. Yesterday, of course, the huge news, Mendy Rose got their first win, 57-55 over the Wildcats. And a game that we saw early on, it looked like it was going to be the Thunder, but the USQ Jets came back hard and they won at 43-41.
Third quarter by the Jets there.
And and this game being the third, and of course there's one to come. 4 p.m. today is the big one, the grand final replay. Cougars taking on QUT netball.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that one.
Get your backside courtside for that if you can. That will be huge. Making any changes to your lineups if you're the coach?
I think they're still settling in at this stage.
Yeah.
So, no, I quite like what I'm seeing.
It's
great with the rotating subs. I'd like to see more of that. I'm not seeing it happening a lot. You're not a fan, Millsy?
No.
Why?
Well, several reasons. Number one, it's an easy out for players. I'm tired, coach. Can I come off? And you just roll a sub in there. I also miss the old fake timeout when you needed to.
Yeah, you like that?
I love that. People, you swear they've torn a massive hamstring, some of them, and so I miss all that theatre of the sport. But I don't know. I just think it's just sort of the argument is that you keep the play at a very high rate. When people do get tired, you put fresh legs out there, and it's high performance and all that. I just think the fatigue factor is a good thing in netball. Like that's when your little players can get around your bigger players and all that sort of thing. That's just a personal opinion. It's here to stay. The super shot's coming in for this level soon, I'd say. I think
that'll be exciting.
I think that's only just around the corner. Pretty much whatever the big leagues, professional leagues
and
adopt.
There's a timeout per quarter per team, and there's quarter time, half time, 3/4 time. There's ample time to do changes, isn't there?
Yeah, which is why I say you don't really need the rolling sub if you've got those other things as well. So, but anyway,
it's exciting.
Sponsors are a key part of all netball, and Mizuno are proud to support grassroots netball and your feet on court. From the junior stars of tomorrow to the stars of today. Whenever you play on the court, Mizuno has a netball footwear to suit your game. Check out their new range on mizuno.com.au or at selected stores. Mizuno is made for you, made for netball. So we've had a change. That's Bailey. Hotman DeVilliers come on at wing defence for the Titans. And I'll just
check.
Any
other changes here?
Put the old goggles on, see if I can see anything else.
Is there a goalkeeper? No goalkeeper change. That's the same there.
So Mia Fowl gets another one. So Titans get the first of the second quarter.
I think we got the Tigers' same lineup on.
Oxenford gets us underway. Oh, she'll have to do well. Oh, that was...
Spencer's gone hunting. I mean, Ryan's gone hunting.
Maddie Ryan came out, just threw enough doubt into Oxenford's mind where she didn't want to grab that ball. And Spencer now fires it across. Oh,
yes.
Bailey de Hopman de Villiers gets a hand on that one.
Putting on a bit of a box zone defence off their players in the centre there. Of course,
it's more trapezium, I'd say.
Yeah.
A little bit of a trapezium.
Forcing the Tigers to go cross court in the middle there. So back on the circle edge with Gaffer now.
They missed Somerville. She was holding front there, but this time they find Thompson. This impressive goal attack with the unusual style leans right back in a shot.
A lot of hand on that ball. Very flat hand on the bottom of that ball. Lots of spin.
Doesn't matter how they go in, so long as they do.
Exactly. We've seen a lot of different styles over the years of different players in different leagues.
Yeah, it's hard to, when you're coaching youngsters, you try and show them technique, and then they watch one of the superstars and they got the feet all wrong. And like Danelle Wallam at the moment's the hottest thing in netball at the moment, and her feet are never lined up when she shoots, you know. So
and that worries me.
It worries me too, but she's scoring about 1 million goals, so I'm not going to say anything to her.
I know, right?
So, whereas that technique there, Amy Somerville, perfect. Oh, can't get her own rebound, but somehow she gets the ball back through the baseline throw-in. And we're with the... Oh, it's a bit messy in the circle at the moment. Munga gets us underway, finds Somerville. Left knee strapped as per normal.
It's good to see Spencer down on this transverse, offering for that reset. I thought they missed that in the first quarter, and they were trying to force it into the circle a bit.
So Somerville misses again, but Thompson's there for the rebound and steps back, gets the shot. So Tigers are out by 5 now, 18-13. That's their biggest lead so far of the game. Oxenford gets us underway. De Hopman de Villiers looks down. Mia Fowl with it. Has to go back to the Hopman de Villiers.
Great defensive pressure here by the Tigers, making it very difficult there.
That was how the box zone works perfectly. It was deep in the goal third. And
that's where they're losing it on that last pass into their shooters.
They collapsed on the shooter there, which made it very easy for the defenders to pick it up.
The held ball. I'd like to see the Titans take it right down to the circle edge. If they can get through.
Let's see what they can do.
And maybe that means that Abigail needs to actually stay back a bit.
Indeed.
Instead of coming out and taking up that wing attack centre space on that circle edge there.
She does. They're very much on the left-hand side at the moment, furthest from the camera.
Here she goes back in. Look, you've got 3 Titans players down on this transverse. They're really putting on the pressure today. Putting on the pressure, I should say.
And Mia Fowl gets another goal. Back to 4, 18-14.
Got another change happening here. Abigail Mia Fowl off.
Oh. Thompson does incredibly well. Gets it to, that's Leah Pugh's come on a goal attack for the Titans. She has got, I said it once.
Got some pepper in her pass, hasn't she?
I was about to say that. Like, I actually coached her for about 6 weeks last year.
Wow.
And I told her to quit netball and go and do javelin throwing.
Oh,
because she's got the one of the best passes I've ever seen. Hands in, it's loose. Tigers want it. So does Bailey de Hopman de Villiers. She gets it as well.
Umpire not quite around to the base there.
Body's going everywhere at the moment. Oxenford on the deck. Oh, that's never going. That was just too much pressure. I guess that's why you don't like that double overhead pass there.
I think, like I said, it's got its place, but not as a last resort pass because it doesn't have as much control. When the play's on the move, bang, bang, bang overhead. But for trying to execute something under pressure, there's less control. That's what I say anyway.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Everyone's got their own techniques.
Yes.
Great balance. Oh, Dykstra keeps it in, but Spencer says let it go out. Thank you. So smart play by the Tigers. Got a chance to build on this 4-goal lead. Back we come. After going cross-court, lots of cross-court. Leah Pugh gets a hand on it. Forces a turnover.
Picked up their players. Confusing the space again. They needed this one. Is that their settler? It might be because it's timeout to the Tigers.
So they get the half-time margin was 4. Sorry, quarter-time margin was 4. It's back to 3. Tigers yet to score this. Well, that's not right. It's 3-4 in favour of the Titans this quarter so far. So Tigers call a timeout. Put your coach's hat on, Coach. What are you saying to your Tiger team if you're the coach?
What am I saying to the Tigers team if I'm the coach is that we're starting to chase. We're starting to go off our own plan a little bit. Defensively, I think their pressure's still there, but I think the Titans have stepped it up a little bit in attack and are putting on more than one option. So I think I'd be telling Tigers to go back to what you're doing.
Stick
to the game plan. Get back to your one-on-one. Stick
to the game plan. That's the message from our super coach, Nat Jarrett. So don't forget to follow all the news that throughout the whole week. You need to get on our socials, HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. That's where we have the hidden gem. Of course, Halida Veve won it last week. It's a audience participated. You vote who you think was the best player of the round. So make sure you log on to...
Because we love our fans.
We do.
We want to give them that.
HART Sapphire Series, that's on the Facebook page. If you want some pretty cool pics, go to the Instagram or the Gram, Sapphire Series Netball. And, of course, news, views, interviews, stats, anything else you want is on Sapphire Series. And tickets, of course, sapphireseries.com.au.
Awesome.
Want to listen to our dulcet tones many, many times, go to the YouTube Sapphire Series and you can watch these games over and over. Apparently it's good for putting people to sleep.
Fantastic.
My dulcet tones.
Not right now, though. We're very much awake.
We've
got 9.5 minutes to go with the Tigers 3 goals up.
It's a long weekend in Brizzy, and why would you not come to the netball when you're watching this quality? It's now a 2-point game. So Mia Fowle's gone to shooter, Dykstra to the bench, Pugh at GA. That's the change that they've made.
And perhaps the rotating sub, that's what they were going for before.
Possibly. Oxenden's still at centre.
A few little errors creeping in for the Tigers here, and it's an opportunity for the Titans to capitalise. They need to finish on this one, and then they'll have their centre pass.
So in the pocket, I think that's a new wing attack as well. Is that Lily Gray? I just can't see from this angle, but I think it is.
Yes, it is.
And they get the margin back to just 1. Titans, they've got the Mizuno momentum shift and momentum at the moment.
Contact call.
And Tigers haven't scored for a bit. Oh, nice hands. Maddie
nice
Ryan.
Hands. Is she robbed?
Hard to say. I'm on a bad angle.
Bad angle.
But the goal counts. All I know is we're tied at 19s.
The Titans flags are flying here. Great little addition to their spectators and
they
fans.
Had massive support last week, first game for them, and they came away with the victory.
How great for the series, a whole new team into the series.
It is.
So great for netball too.
Last year we had QUT come in, this year it was the Titans. Unfortunately, Bull Sharks chose not to play at this level, they were just doing it in the Ruby level. So Titans filled a hole on the coast, which was nice.
Great control on the circle edge there by Gaffer.
So Thompson misses a shot, Summerall gets it, she just
Gaffer's
creeps
confident,
in.
she's already back to the centre. I love that.
So there's your Mizuno momentum shift there for the Tigers. They get it back to a 1-goal lead, 20-19. Pugh with it, too much biscuits on that one. Bailey Doltman, de Villiers pulls it in. Oh, nice little step around. Mia Fowl fires
She's
it
brought
across.
some calmness in there, hasn't she, Pugh?
Yeah, indeed. So, but I'm telling you, if she gets it just in the transverse line, she can throw it 2/3 really well. So, ooh, contact there. There's that calmness, just took out one of the players. Thompson gets his Spencer, Gaffer with it, nothing on. Ooh, they're just standing still at the moment, the Tigers. Now they get some movement going. Now going to move into the pocket. Oh, nice ball in. So
I wondered how she was going to go so close to the post with that technique.
it's with the Tigers. They now lead it by 1. Loose pass here. It's a turnover. So the Tigers get a chance to build on it here. It's going to base goal line throw in. They'll get us under attack. Gaffer through Childs through Thompson onto Spencer. Now to Gaffer. Amy Somerville with it.
Ooh, looking in. She was
Contact
quite
call
well
on
covered,
Gilbert.
wasn't she?
Gilbert at GD now.
They're hard ones to call when they're both on the move like that. Solid one-on-one.
Intent to the ball.
Yeah.
Whoever's got the major intent seems to get it these days, which is not a bad way of doing it. So you just tell your players to make sure they're the ones that are first there.
So that was Titans centre pass that was turned over there by the Tigers.
So 22-20, Tigers working hard with it. Oh, Bailey de Hoffman de Villiers.
That is intent for the ball, Millsy, and that is rewarded here. What a shame.
She got the intercept and dropped the loose hands on the return pass.
The speed
but
of
she
Gaffer.
gets it back.
She certainly does.
It's all de Hoffman de Villiers at the moment.
Both teams a bit too fast for their own good at the moment, through the middle.
So,
those gains have to be met with it.
So Gray with the ball outside the circle.
Ryan's got hands over everything at the moment.
If you're watching home, people, classic triangle offense. As Mia Fowl shooting the lights out today.
Both teams breaking each other's centres.
So 21-22 at the moment.
Great delivery there.
Oh, that is an incredible pass. Great take by Mia Fowl. And scores again. 22. Two Swans together.
Look away and look away and the scores are tied.
Isn't that 22? Two Swans together.
Is that something else you do in your part-time?
Clickety click. So, but a bit of bingo calling on the side. Another side hustle.
Yeah.
And we're back with Leah Pugh. Throws it to no one. And unfortunately, it'll be a Tigers throw-in, 22 all.
Too many times there.
Tigers and Titans are very similar, aren't they? You have to be very succinct.
Titans and Tigers.
Moses supposes his toes are not roses.
Spencer's gone down, but she's okay. She's back on her feet.
She's a Victorian, so apparently they're tough down there. Someone lands out of court.
That's what happens when there's too many passes down that sideline. They need to reset it back into the middle.
They're running a very narrow channel.
Very narrow.
So, like a bowling alley. Oh, a loose pass. Maddie Ryan had a look.
I'm enjoying watching Gray in the middle there for the Titans. I think she's adding a quite confidence and patience through there.
She is indeed, and the Titans call their timeout. So they're going to use theirs now at 23-22 to them. They've just taken the lead. Remember,
a good time for a timeout? What do you say, Millsy?
Yeah, I probably would say, because it's getting a little bit erratic. So I would have done it, yeah. It's quarter time score. The Titans have had all this one. They lead at 11-6. So they've eaten into that 4-goal lead and now lead it by 1. So Titans, yeah, I would have called it, yeah. Probably, maybe a couple of minutes earlier, but it's just, I think Coach Bailey just wants to tidy things up a little bit and just get them to settle, suck some water in.
And go again.
There. Yeah, absolutely. Big 3:45. If they can win the next 3:45, they're going to go at half-time with a bit of a lead. And they'll turn a 4-goal deficit into some sort of lead. So, yeah, smart move by the coach. Super Coach Bailey up against Super Coach Burns. And, of course,
I had the pleasure of talking to her last week after the game.
Super Coach Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely coach and really excited about the team she's got in her hands this year. Looking forward to...
Are you aware that her son plays for the Gold Coast Titans Rugby League?
Wow.
Another fun fact.
There you go.
Just so many fun facts.
You've got them all.
We've got to get out more. Of course, don't forget, next weekend we're actually on the road. So make sure you get onto the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. It'll have all the times and venues. But we're up at Ipswich, 1 p.m. next week, QT versus Tigers. And that's followed at 3 p.m. USQ Jets playing a home game in Ipswich for the first time in a very long time. And that'll be at 3. So we are on the road next Saturday. And, of course, we'll have all the coverage for you nonetheless. So Pugh finds Mia Fowl.
Great sweep around the circle edge there by Pugh.
Brilliant work. And another goal goes in, 24-22. The Titans.
Titans are actually breaking that centre pass on the Tigers' centre pass. Certainly umpires won't let that go through again, I assume.
So Fanana's coming at wing attack for the Tigers. Rachel Fanana. They get it back. It's a bit loose at the moment. They need a settler here. They need a Mizuno momentum shift. They can't find it. Oh, Gilbert's call for it.
Nice outside arm there by Spencer, but, beg your pardon, Gilbert.
Somerville misses the shot, follows in her own rebound, and Gilbert again. She's getting the attention of the umpire at the moment. Oh, no, actually that wasn't on Gilbert this time.
Right.
It was Milne. So here we go. Steps in, and there's your Mizuno momentum shift there.
Sinks it for her.
24-23. It's in favour of the Titans. Leah Pugh with it looks down. Oh, she cocked the big right hand up there. That was going to come. That was going to be a cannon.
Geez, the Tigers have stepped up with their defensive pressure over the ball, and look what it results in, a turnover.
Well,
what a shame.
It was an obstruction call on Gaffer by the looks of it.
Really?
Oxenford, yeah, apparently. And we're inside the circle. Nice pass off the floor.
No judgment here by me, but
Now
stepping, no
we've
goal.
got a stepping call or footwork. That's a long outlet pass to Thompson.
It's a long cross-court outlet pass.
Fanana wants it.
Ambitious, but it's got the ball down there. Beautiful hands.
Oh, Oxenford. Got 2 cracks at it, couldn't pull it in. Calling for more from a team. Fanana, it's in the very pocket. Gaffer, nowhere to go. They can't find the shooters at the moment. Gilbert is doing a great job on Somerville. As I say that, Somerville gets the score, and we're tied up at 24s. 24, 1:23 to play. Second quarter. Ball comes back. It's the top of the circle. This time they find Thompson just inside super shot range. Will she take it? No, looks for Somerville, finds her. Amy Somerville for the lead and gets it.
I think since bringing Fanana on, they've really stepped up their attacking speed and direction changes, and it's made a difference.
25-24, Tigers by 1. We're inside the last minute. Gray will draw the contact call on Gaffer. Just inside the goal third. Gaffer taking her time. Oxenford looks in. Who does she find? She finds Mia Fowl. Doesn't want to shoot from there. I'm not sure what the call is there. Offside, perhaps. Oxenford blew up, which you don't see a lot of.
No. I think she thought she might have been given a little nudge.
But there you go. The ball knows, and they've turned it over.
It's
Titans
not time.
with it. 24 seconds to go. No need for panic. That's a risky pass across. Thompson had that all day.
Very risky pass.
Didn't have to do that. Geez, there's a little bit of conversation amongst the Titans there, sort of snapping at each other a little bit at the moment. Don't know if the cameras are picking that up, but just probably need to relax. 2 seconds. Somerville. Oh, she can't get it. Chance to make it a 2-goal margin. In fact, she doesn't, and it stays at 1. So a 9-12 quarter means that the Tigers lead it by 1. At half-time, we are at 25 Tigers, 24 Titans. That was a pretty entertaining first half.
I think the Tigers' cool heads kept them in the game just then. Like you said, at the end, it was the Titans really getting a little bit uptight and forcing something that's not there and delivering the ball. So I think the coach will probably, Coach Bailey will go into this half telling her players just to chill, work together.
Well, the difference is 1. Second half action coming up straight after this.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in the game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Welcome back, HART Sapphire Series for 2022. This is version number 4. And we're in the second round, coming to you live from Nissan Arena. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Nat Jarrett.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Nat. Welcome back. It's been a pretty good game today. We have got, of course, the Titans, the new club, the new franchise, and they are taking the netball world in Queensland by storm. They're taking on the Tigers, who've been with us all the time since we've had this competition, all 4 seasons. And the Tigers at the moment lead at 25-24. First quarter, it was close. It was 16-12 in favour of the Tigers, but the Titans came roaring back in that second quarter, and they get it back to just a 1-goal margin. Thoughts on the first half, Nat Jarrett? What do you reckon?
Yes, certainly the Titans came out with a plan and executed it well in that quarter. Just losing a bit of their cool in the last sort of minute and a half. It's amazing how much time a minute and a half can mean in a game, because they were controlled with 3 minutes to go. Timeout's called, and we come back on, and the Tigers hit it firing and go into halftime 1-up.
Earlier today, we saw USQ Jets taking on the USC Thunder, and that was a great game. If you haven't watched it, watch it on replay. 43-41 in favour of the Jets. There was some quality netball play there. Defensive pressure. We had some of our superstars coming back from the 19s. Ash Irvin was back. Elsa Sandholt was back. Ava Black was back. So we had some of our superstars of netball coming back, and it was a great match.
Entertainment.
It really was. A lot of turnovers, but both teams just fought and ended up a 2-goal margin. And of course, yesterday, keeping the 2-goal margin theme alive, Mendy Rays 57 beat the Wildcats 55. So that was a pretty exciting game yesterday. We've had an exciting game already today. We're in the middle of an exciting game today. Let's hope the last one, 4 p.m. Yes. Get your backside courtside if you can. It's a grand final replay. QUT taking on the Cougars.
It's an exciting series this year. HART Sapphire series, really developing these players of the future, aren't they?
Absolutely. Like, we had a bunch of them went up this year into the the Suncorp Super Netball. Ruby Bakel-Dawn, of course.
Yes.
You know, there's many others.
She's having a blinder, yeah.
I was about to say, like, her game yesterday was just sublime.
Yeah.
You know, Riley Bachelor for the Lightning, Mia Stour for the Firebirds as well, and there's a bunch of training partners. I think there's about 6 players in this league that are currently training partners with either the Lightning side or the Firebird side. So,
and we do see these players. We lose players from our HART Sapphire series training partners to go into those games. But
absolutely.
You know, you've got to play what you've got, and that gives those bench players the opportunity to shine and see why they are there as well as.
Well, I think any of these coaches at this level don't think they just have a team of 7. Like, they're 10, 12, 14 deep. You know, you don't say you're 7 strong, you say you're 14 deep. You know, and that's how the elite coaches think, and that would be how they're running it. And yeah, like,
and that's
absolutely.
how they probably run it in the Suncorp too. They have to.
For sure. And you know, we've had a lot of turnover. Like this year, this competition, the amount of changes in the teams is astronomical.
Yes. But
we brought new people in. Some people are retired. Some people moved on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the nature of sport, and the competition is just that little bit stronger.
And faster.
And faster and stronger, and aim higher, aim faster, and aim stronger. You know, and then you look at some of the coaches, like Tampapara Bailey's in, like, 4 years ago, the thought of having an 89 test veteran for the Silver Ferns being a coach, you know, probably wasn't thought of.
Wow.
It was imaginary, but here she is. And, you know, Joe Morgan's now joined the coaching ranks, and it just gets better and better every season. So, big fan of this competition, big fan
developing coaches, developing umpires, developing players.
Know your colours, pick a team, support them, get behind them, get on their socials. It's all pretty cool.
Titans home game today?
Yes, it is indeed. Speaking of support, of course, HART Sports, they are our principal sponsor, our naming sponsor. They've been with us since the beginning. They've been supplying sports equipment across Queensland for 30 years, and we're really happy to have them on board as a major partner. As are Mizuno, Parade, Mount Franklin, Legacy Jewels, and of course Strappit. So 25-24, we're underway again. It's with the Tigers.
That was an interesting start then. Even though Amy Somerville is playing goal shooter, she was actually out of the circle, and the goal attack was in the circle on centre pass.
Tricky.
Interesting.
So. Oh, brilliant work there. Maddie O'Ryan.
She had eyes and hands all over that, never a doubt.
So.
Love to see a goalkeeper come out for a screamer.
Can't find the shooters at the moment. Tigers being settled, looking for Amy Somerville. Oh, Gilbert does a good job. Gets called for the contact. Could have gone either way. Thinks wry smile there from Somerville. Knew she might have got away with one there.
Great footwork there.
Thompson can't be found this time. Great hands in. Thompson, though, eventually gets it and scores a goal. Tigers last year, they finished. Tigers last year finished in 6th place. 5-8 was their record.
5-8.
So if they get this, they'll be well on the way to passing that. If they get the victory today, they'll be 2-0.
Yes.
And back with the loose pass in. That's a loose feed.
Calling a replay ball there, just losing a little bit of control.
So
She did well to get it in hand in the first place.
Pew will get us underway again. Oh, Childs puts the body on. That's on Namu. Loose pass again.
The footwork of these defenders in that circle for the Tigers is exceptional.
And so was that by Mearfowl. The way she missed the shot, followed it in, batted it to herself and got the rebound. That was impressive.
Amazing.
Tigers with it. Thompson, nowhere to go, has to go back. Childs, Gaffer, all the way across to Spencer. Now Whanana. Oh, great drive. She hits the circle, finds Somerville. Super shot range.
Ooh,
misses, but gets her own rebound.
Another great rebound. If a shooter can do, the shooter doesn't want to go in shooting thinking they're going to miss, but if they can go up and get their rebound, that is superb.
So Somerville over the top of Jess Milne. Ooh, loose pass. Not picked off. Pew.
Definitely stepped up their defensive one-on-one. A little too close there by the centre.
She was also grabbing her.
Yeah.
So,
Not allowed to do that?
Gaffer had Oxenford's arm really locked in there. Great call by the umpire. Nearly a hell ball back to Hoffman de Villiers. Oxenford can't find a shooters at the moment. Probably might be time to get Dykstra back out there. Mearfowl says, no, I'm fine at shooter, thank you.
Yes.
Gets another one.
Making them really work for it, aren't they, those Tigers defenders down there?
27-26. It's a close one, this one.
Coming off the circle. You give it, you get it.
Whanana with it, looks in. Oh, Somerville doesn't want to shoot. Now she will.
Different angle for her.
Gets Gilbert back a little bit. Great pressure.
Great rebound.
Thompson, the rebound and the shot.
Tigers up by 2 again.
28-26, 11:38 to go in the third. And we've got some sort of break, have we? Yes,
Charles,
we have.
yeah. Trying to be in the air, but touch caught before the whistle went.
Back we go.
These shooters are really demanding front beautifully.
Yes. Pugh gets it, has a shot, scores.
Are you a shooter, Millsy?
Back in the day, if I was, yeah.
What do you play for your mixed?
Oh, no, I don't play. I'm a coach.
Coach.
Coach, yeah.
Of course you are.
Thank you for thinking I still can play.
Well, I thought you looked in fine physical form.
We've become a comedy show all of a sudden. No, I haven't played serious netball. Last time I played for Queensland was 2000.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Geez, the turnovers of possession here are giving me a head spin.
Indeed. Thompson with the ball, fires it across. Somerville now. Both shooters out of the circle. Bailey de Hopman de Villiers pulls that one in. I just like saying her name. It's a great name, isn't it?
Yeah, you're very good at it.
I love it. So, Mearfowl. Oh,
where's that name from, do you think?
Oh, Dutch, maybe?
Yes, perhaps.
Maybe. We'll find out through the week.
Okay.
So,
get back to me.
Back with Whanana.
Titans as well have stepped up that defence.
They are.
Really,
both
teams.
Yeah, they're playing this top box zone. It's a lot of people think it's a good defence, but you just go around the side. It's it's quite easy to break through. But anyway, be that as it may.
And they work. The Tigers are brilliant at taking their time and working through that. I don't have any anxiety or whatever when they're trying to work through that in that area.
You shouldn't get anxiety when you watch netball anyway.
Good anxiety.
Good anxiety.
Excitement.
So Dykstra's back on as we called it, and she gets a goal, and it makes it 28-29 in favour of the Tigers. Got to be very careful how I say that.
Coming through the top again and opening that back space. Oh,
Thompson misses
not
one.
being able to finish there by Thompson.
Here they go, back they go. Oh, they're all coming this side, nearest to the camera.
There's that box, just that defence again.
Oh, that was a chance there for Spencer. She stayed back, got hands over, and got some on it. Oh, that is the most unusual pass you'd ever see. Had a lot of backspin on it. Thrown from the hip, which you never throw from there.
From there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It sort of hung in the air a bit too long, didn't it?
Hence because of the backspin, it just hung.
Correct.
So it was just waiting to be taken off her. And the Tigers obliged. So this is a chance to build on the lead. Whanana with it. Nowhere to go. Finds Summerall on the second, but we've got a hell ball.
She's going to give it a hell.
A quickish 3 on that one. So we all take a pause while we wait for the Titans to get us underway again. 28 to 29.
Something's been called up again. Distance. Obviously, they need to be 3 feet before they put their hands up.
And we've got a contact call here on Spencer. Dykstra will have a shot. So Mia foul to the bench.
Yes, that
Hughes
must have just happened.
Goal attack. Dykstra the shot and the goal. And guess what? We're tied at 29.
And Mia fell back on into goal attack.
So Pugh to the bench.
Time to change the bibs.
So this is how they started the game, if you recall.
Yes. Oh.
Another hell ball. They're coming thick and fast. It's a indictment of how good the defence is at the moment. When you're getting a few hell balls, it means the defenders are doing their job.
By both umpires.
Loose pass there, gets picked up by Oxenford.
Great pick-up.
They're in
by
transition.
Oxenford.
Namu with it, looks down, finds Mia foul.
Doing a lot of work outside the circle, isn't she?
She is indeed.
She
Dykstra
wants
it.
There she goes.
But Mia foul. Oh, Maddie Ryan goes flying. And not in a good way. She hit the deck. Spencer gives her a pat on the head.
Titans hit the front again, Millsy.
They lead it by 1, 30 to 29. Tigers working hard. I think my Tigers to win by 27 is looking a bit shaky.
I think it might be.
Oh, Thompson misses one.
Oh, what a shame.
Is it time for Tash Robinson, and Thompson maybe just has a breather? She missed the last couple. She's been incredible. Played well last week.
That movement around the circle edge is sublime by her.
Yeah, I think that's why she's out there. Her movement is excellent. But we've got to change.
Oh.
Hang on, we've got a debutant. This is Tia Crombie's coming on. She's with the State 17. She's come on at shooter. Somerville's gone to the bench, but she's just put the GA bibs on. So it looks like there's going to be a change with Somerville coming back on. So as we talk, the Titans turn it over, and we're back with the Tigers.
And that's what they might do. They might be doing a rotation, so they take one off, change the bibs over to make another movement somewhere else on court.
Crombie, her first shot in this league. She makes
Well
no
done.
mistake, nothing but net. What a great start
Big
to her
smile.
career. She's
Well done.
happy. 31-30, Tigers by 1. Courageous move by Coach Burns. Obviously knows her players, put her out there. She's not going to let her down. And here she goes again. She holds the backspace beautifully.
Lovely technique, but doesn't quite sink there.
Doesn't matter, gets her own rebound. She's 2 from 3, about 100% on the rebounds. Here come the Tigers through this youngster in Tia Crombie. Titans looking to respond.
Arms up by Dykstra. And receives it this time with a hand in the face. Spencer out of play, and she sinks. So it's a Tigers centre pass. They're up by 1. Straight into the newbie. Is she going 3 from 3? Yes, she is.
3 out of 4. She missed one, remember? But the girl rebound.
Well, yeah, we've got to count that as a miss. We have to, don't we?
Yeah, it's a law.
Amy Somerville back on in goal attack. It's going to be exciting to see the new one, the Master and the Apprentice, perhaps.
The Master and the Apprentice.
You like that?
Indeed. Not a bad band. Nice shot there by Dykstra. Gets it back to 1, 33-32. We're on 5 minutes to go in the third championship quarter. Funanale with it right now. Oh, throws a loose pass. Somerville can't get that.
Another change there for the Titans in the wing attack position.
Is that Gray back on? I think it is.
Yes.
Hopman de Villiers, she's got it. Fires across to the aforementioned Gray. Here's this. It's not really his own. Oh, Spence had a crack. Leaves near foul by herself.
A lot of body and arms going on in that circle, but it's...
So Spencer came out hunting, couldn't get it. That left a hole, and Mia Fowl exploited it, and they tied up the Titans 33 apiece. Again,
Lovely
Mia Fowl,
front
she's losing her
strain.
opponent at the moment.
And entering from the top of the circle is always going to give you a nice
She's deceptively
road to the
quick.
post.
So
Yes.
she sort of looks like she's lumbering, and then boom, that
Boom.
closing speed. So,
accelerates, and then
yeah, looks like
nice
there's going to be a
shoulder
change at
pass there by
centre.
Charles.
Oxenford will be coming off shortly. Looks like Gilbert was taking a shot there.
Ball was on, but Gaffer was coming through. Is that Gaffer? No.
So Somerville with it now. Get us going again. Gaffer's at centre. Crombie. Boom, shagalugga. That's an
and it's in.
an all-round good shot. Like a Tiger Woods putt that just sits on the edge. It dropped in.
New centre court player for the Titans has just come on.
Namu, she's come on at centre. Missed shot there, but Dykstra gets it back. Works with Namu, gets herself in closer, steps in, a la Gretel Boretta. Oh, it's on the ground. There's people everywhere. There's bodies. What's the umpire called? It's the way. It's a possession call.
Dykstra's got it.
Dykstra, she's missed 3 straight. But it's still with the Titans, so it's not hurting them too badly.
Needs a little bit more height on that one, Millsy.
Well, probably.
One more Wheatie.
Now we've got some call on court. It looks like, yep, Spencer's out of play. Mearfowl takes a shot and scores.
No doubts there.
So Titans lead it by 1. Oh, nice drive. Funana, brilliant. Hit the top of the circle. Remembering, of course, the Tigers led it by 1 at half-time.
Scores are
Is it
tied
possible
again.
that we can have 3 games decided by 2 goals?
Wow.
That would be freaky, wouldn't it?
What a great competition. It's so good for the competition.
I love numbers and statistics, but that's freaky.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice play here. Oh. Mearfowl. Oh, passed off. Tricked us all.
Sneaky pass.
I was about to say he's taking the shot.
She knew what she wanted.
There we go. Alatu Mearfowl. Sensational.
That was close to being a break there, but she was in the air.
Oh, loose pass in. I'm not sure what Gaffer thought she saw.
Is this an opportunity for Titans to go 2 up?
Well, yes.
And then a centre pass.
It is an opportunity.
It is an opportunity.
They're working hard through the
nice
back
drive
court.
up the middle there.
4 in the mid-court. They're playing a sliding zone at the moment. Spencer now comes up on Mearfowl. She needs to stay with her. Great patience being shown. Mearfowl loses Spencer for the time being. Has to go back.
That was close.
2.99.
They need to get on those players and come off, don't
Ray, oh, forced it in. Spencer did beautifully. Positioned herself just at the top of the circle. Loose pass. Bailey to Hopman de Villiers. Comes through. Took it off. The Tigers.
Caught a bit on the back foot there, and everyone was quite high in that attacking mode.
Mearfowl makes them pay.
Ooh, does she ever?
37-35. It's the Titans by 2. 1:11 to play. We're all out here for the centre pass.
And that time both Titans shooters starting in the circle on the centre pass.
This is huge for the Titans. Oh, smart play by Mearfowl. Kicks it off to Dykstra, makes no mistake. They lead it by 3. That's the biggest lead of the game to the Titans. Is it just me, or is this game having a few similarities to the first one? Like,
incredible.
It was all, you know, Tigers, and it was all earlier on, and then the Jets came over the top, wasn't it? It was incredible.
It was. The Thunder and the Jets game was back and forth each quarter.
So Tigers, they get one back through Somerville.
That was a beautiful shot.
Prettiest shot in
under
netball.
Pressure.
Prettiest shot in netball. 36-38.
It certainly is.
Margin is 2.
They'll want to capitalise on this one.
Mearfowl. You can see why she played Firebirds.
Oh, you can.
So scores the goal, 39-36.
A bit of Gretel in her there, where she collects the ball and then goes another 2 metres before she lands. I love that ability in a shooter.
Everyone wants to be like Gretel. Crombie, under pressure, takes it, scores the goal.
2 seconds to go, and she scores. Well done.
So it's 39 Titans to 37 Tigers. That was a 15-12 quarter in favour of the Titans. They turn a 1-goal deficit into a 2-goal lead in a very impressive display.
Chipping away, aren't they, the Titans?
Well, chipping away, now they're starting to push on a bit, yes. That's been a great effort, Nat Jarrett.
It has been a great effort.
Would you care to elaborate on that great effort?
It has been a great effort by the Titans, but, you know, they can't run away with it. The Tigers are right there. Their ability, the Titans, to be calm under pressure in attack and then step it up to this relentless defence, you can't.
Yep.
Can't
get across, yeah, that's true. So it's been a thriller. It's a 2-goal margin. Last quarter action coming up straight after this.
It's a real local operation here at Franklin. That's why we've been around so long. A lot of our staff have been here for 20, 25 years. We make so many things ourselves so we can really look after you in price. Steve makes awnings, Ray makes roller blinds, Lockie makes security screens, Nick measures and quotes. Is that everything? And Kevin makes tea. Frankly, only Franklin will do.
Welcome back, Nissan Arena. We are in a battle of the best at the moment. Gold Coast Titans in the HART Sapphire Series, the new club. They lead by 2 against the Tigers, 39-37. It's been 3 quarters of magic. Tigers led it for quarter time, 16-12. They maintained it to half time. It was 25-24. But on the back of a 15-12 quarter, the Titans have come over the top and they now lead it by 2. My name's Dave Mills, with you all day today, and joining me in commentary, Nat Jarrett. Nat, what can the Tigers do to get this one over the line?
What can the Tigers do to get this one over the line? Like, could we be in for our first draw, perhaps?
Well, who knows? I can't answer that question.
It's going to come down to some control and finishing the job. Those turnovers, those loose balls you picked up, they have to capitalise on them. Both teams. That's going to be it today. That's the difference, isn't it? Those loose balls.
Indeed, it is. Titans, they just seem to have a little bit more of the run at the moment. I thought the Tigers would probably use their experience a bit in this one and get away with it, but...
And maybe they will, you know.
Maybe. It's only 2. It's 1 turnover.
Yes.
So let's not write them off. Long ball in. Dykstra finds it. That's a great start to the last quarter. 40-37 now. So Tigers, they're going to have to do it the hard way.
A little advantage break there.
Still haven't seen Tash Robinson. Maybe. Footwork call on Whanana.
Interesting.
Oxenford back at centre. She's running the court at the moment.
She's asking for the ball. They're not looking in at the moment.
Dykstra had good space.
The Hats have been told to get close to the circle edge.
Mia foul.
Beautiful shot.
Oh,
no
she
doubt
shot the lights out today. That's a 4-goal lead. That's the biggest lead for the Titans, and they get it in the 4th quarter. If you're going to get a 4-goal lead, not a bad time to get it.
Starting back in that circle again, both shooters. It's obviously a strategy today.
Well, it's hard to argue with it. Particularly when you see that. 42-37. They're just chipping away, as you said, and now they lead by 5. So Gaffer gets us going again. Whanana finds Summerall. Milmus Hunter. Clash of bodies. That was an accidental.
I think it was, yes.
So Whanana gets up smiling. She might have a short cheek. Somerville needs this. Gets it. There's your Mizuno momentum shift for the Tigers. They still trail it by 4, 38-42.
Has the Titans made a couple of changes in defence?
So we'll look at that shortly. Back with Oxenford, looks in. Yeah, well, Gillett's not out there at the moment.
Childs has gone into goal defence for the Tigers. I quite like her in the circle defence.
Yeah, we've got a call here, and it's the way off the Tigers. Back we come, looking down the court. Childs with it at the moment. Fires across Somerville out of GA. Whanana wants it. Oh, long ball in. Crombie will do well. It comes off the post twice. She juggled it onto the post twice.
Couldn't plan that better.
It was a magic effort in the end.
Yes.
This youngster up from the Ruby side doing it well. Somerville, the old shimmy-shammy. Whanana giving him the energy. Oh, loose pass there. That looks like Milnes picked it up. Jess Milne, I think, is at the keeper.
Great pick up there. And she threatened with that one a few passes ago.
Ooh, that's Briar Gaffer, I think. She was just limping around a bit there. Shakes the right foot.
Shaking it out.
Shake it off, they say.
Bit of a stinger,
That's
as
a
they
bit
say.
of a Swift song, isn't it?
Oh,
Shake it off.
great speed there by Childs. Not happy. She thought she had that outside arm happening.
So Gilbert comes back on as Gaffer goes to the bench for the Titans. Ooh, just outside. No, we're taking it again. Looks like, where are we? Gray's got the ball. Outside the circle. Dykstra wants it. She's holding good space on Maddie Ryan. She's got a height advantage there. But Mia Fowle's shooting
Fowle's
too
happy
well.
to go to the post. She's calling for the ball a little bit away from the post, I think.
Yeah, that's probably just protecting the space.
Yes.
So concerned about that. Oh, Gray has to go long. Dykstra does brilliantly. Looked like it was going out for all money. Gets it off to Mia Fowle. She scores again.
Great shooter work by those two.
Margin's 5. Funana with it.
Nice speed.
Can't afford to turn it over here. Gaffel with it. Summerall in the pocket. Back to Funana. Crombie, loose fingers. Couldn't pull it in. Just came off her. Now we're with, oh, Bailey DeHop and De Villiers keeps it in.
Great pick up there.
Sailed through the air like Superwoman.
Getting it off the sideline, there they are, bringing it back into the middle to have another look. Get the ball working for them.
Down it comes, good ball. Oxenford. I'd be putting it in Oxenford's hands as much as you can.
Yeah.
She's played like 110 games, so let's let her be the one to make the decisions.
You're confident when it's in her hands that there's going to be a good
absolutely.
decision made.
So we've got to time out Tigers because the margin is out to 5, 44 to 39. Tigers need to have a chat. They've come out of this one not too well, so they've only scored 2 since three-quarter time, as opposed to 5 by
Are we going to see Crombie stay on, do you think, in goal shooter?
I reckon it's time for Tash Robinson.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'd like to see her on, yeah.
I'd move. I'd actually keep Somerville at goal attack, and Robinson, just her movement in the circle, might just open it up a little bit. So, but no, she's not. Hasn't got the bib on, so obviously coach isn't going to make that call.
The Titans are working, their defensive in the circle are working very well with those aerial balls, so perhaps it's a change to not keep delivering them.
True.
And bring her on.
True. I like Robinson's unpredictability. Like, she can be that X factor, you know what I mean? So I love it when she comes on, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen today. Maybe she's got some sort of injury we don't know about, but she might not be taking the court at all. They might go back to their original starting GA in Thompson and move Somerville back to shooter. Who knows? All will be revealed very shortly when we come back on court. I keep pumping it up. Don't forget, one more game to go today. It is a grand final rematch. We saw the QUT side just walk past us just before. They're looking pretty pumped for this one. And we're on air at 5 minutes to 4 p.m. That's 3:55 Eastern Australian time, Standard Time. So that'll be a great match, and hopefully it'll round out a great weekend of netball so far.
We've had 2 very exciting games, haven't we?
And during that one, we'll give you details of next week because we're on the road. Townsville got a home game. Ipswich have got a home game. USC have got a home game. Oh, we've got a contact call straight off the bat. Childs is out of play.
Up at the USC Stadium, yes, they have.
So 2-1 at the moment. Dykstra wants it. She's holding the space. They give it to her.
Ooh, step.
Oh, no, they've got it for the push-off. Mia Fowl, I think it was.
Oh, I thought
No,
it was
Dykstra.
footwork. Yeah,
oh, everyone's out of play.
You're
Yeah,
right.
everyone's out. So that's a break that the Tigers needed. 45 to 39, difference of 6.
They're all over one side, aren't they? It's
Thompson looks like she's come on at wing attack, so they've changed the wing attack. They've taken Funana off. Thompson's the new wing attack. Somerville's the goal attack. The youngster making a debut, Crombie, staying in
Still
at shooter. She's a nice target,
asking
and
her
they
the ball
find
at the
her.
post.
Ooh, that was very close to the goal line. Positions
She
herself
delivers.
beautifully. She delivers a shot. Tigers back to within 5. Somerville, nice drive by
hunting there,
Thompson.
mate.
That was a beautiful set move. The old number 2, if you've ever been coached by me.
Milne's looking,
we
aren't
call
they?
that number 2.
Number 2?
Number 2. So back with Gray now. She looks down, finds Oxenford. Dykstra setting up beautifully. They're double teaming her. Mia Fowl needs to get in. Now she's hiding behind her opponent. This is not good. Gilbert's back out there.
That was a nice front position there by Thompson. Unfortunately, just called as a contact. And Tigers and the Titans actually finished there. The Titans are out by 5.
46-41.
Wow.
They are indeed. Loose pass here. Margaret chases it down. She's come up wing defence now.
What's changed for the Titans, apart from great intercepts like that?
Well, Bailey Hopman de Villiers came on at around quarter time, so she's made that wing defence. She's played the whole game at wing defence since then. I just think they've rotated the shooters, like when Pugh and Mearfow were on, that was great, and now it's working well with the taller Dykstra and Mearfow. Yeah, I just think the rotations have been pretty good, and they get something out of every time they made a rotation.
And that's something a coach tries to get right, isn't it? He doesn't always, but I think she's done a really great job with that today, Bailey.
Dykstra's a bit of an unsung hero here. She holds the backspace incredibly well, and just like that, they get it out to 48-41. And they haven't found her as much as they could have, and I'd imagine as the season develops, that'll become a real focal point for them.
Yes.
So,
and then coaches tend to learn more each game about each player they're coming up against, and
this is true.
What they're going to do to
They review the video and listen to my tips.
Woohoo!
Technically, I'm coaching everyone.
You are.
If you believe that, you believe anything. Sorry, Liz. So 48-42. But Gilbert with it now, looks down, finds Oxenford, and there it is again, that backspace we were talking about. Just couldn't hang on to it. But that was a great feed in by Oxenford.
And a great hold. She held it just the right amount of time. Unfortunately, a little bit of a mishandling.
So they lead it by 6, 48-42, 7 to play. It'll still take a superhuman effort from the Tigers to get this one back. They need to score here. They're centre next. Then it's 4.
They're not giving much opportunity at the moment, the Titans. Forcing it back there to Childs to give the shooters more time to reset, and there it is.
So Crombie.
And that they do.
Just a little... Oh! A missed shot there, Crombie. Milne picks it up out of the hands. That was brilliant. Gilbert with it now.
Good timing there by Milne, and then a little bit of hesitation by Crombie. Forced the turnover. Yeah, I saw that one too. Holding
on Mearfow.
Like I said, I'm not a very good umpire, but I just learnt today you can't hold people.
No. Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
It's the law. The law.
It's the law of netball.
So down it goes. Somerville with it, fires it across. She finds Gaffer. Gaffer finds Fanano, who's coming at wing attack. So the Thompson experiment didn't work.
Somerville doing a lot of running today.
Another loose pass from the hips, reversed. It hung in the air.
Oh, very well.
Milne could have had a crack at that. But Tigers, they get it back to 5. 6 minutes exactly to play.
Tigers centre pass.
Yep, they've got to be perfect
from
here.
There is time. Oh, timeout called by the Titans.
It has been a timeout by the Titans. When was it called? Was it called before the centre pass?
Ooh.
We'll soon find out when we come back. So margin is 5, 48-43. Titans have called the timeout. Tamapara Bailey obviously wants to have a chat about a few things. Her new young side wants to make sure that they're all on the same page.
She doesn't want to let go of this lead. She doesn't want to let go of the game.
No, for sure. It's and what a great start for the club if they're 2-0. You know, new franchise, 2-0 after 2 weeks. That'll be sensational. So fingers crossed that it works out for them. But the Tigers will have something to say. Erin Burns. That's the most I've seen her being animated in a while. So she's really driving the message home to her team right now. So wants them to really pick it up if she can. So it's only 5 goals, 6 minutes to play. That's 3 turnovers, and you're in front.
It's a pretty simple game, really. Get your centre passes in, turn one over, you win.
Yeah, netball is a strange game. It's the only game I can think of where they guarantee you 50% of possession.
Yeah.
They give you the ball every second time someone scores.
Magic.
Here you go, you can have it. So you don't even have to earn it.
But as we've seen in the first game and this game.
So that's why we love the sport.
Turning over centre passes, it's just been going off.
So back with the Tigers now.
I think we're going to see the Tigers come out defensively, relentless, hands over everything.
Still no Tash Robinson today. I don't think she'll come on now with only 5:52 to play.
She may not be 100%, as you say.
That's what I say. There might be an injury we don't know about. So back it comes. Childs with it. Fananar's now back out there. Fananar wing attack. Just a pause, a lull. Don't underestimate the job Gilbert's done on Somerville. She's kept her out of play a lot. She's given away a lot of contact and obstruction calls, but Somerville hasn't had the effect she normally has on a game as a result. So
they're really making her work for every ball. Every ball.
So 48-44. Tigers need a turnover here, but Dykstra owns that back space.
Doesn't she?
And they get the goal. So back to a 5-goal margin. Oh, nice play here. That was Somerville to Whanana onto the shooter Crombie. That's almost play of the game for the Tigers.
Yeah.
A quick goal there.
Led by Gaffer there in the middle.
49-45, still 4. Namu with it, finds Oxenford, it doesn't quite get there. Oh, we got obstruction call. A lucky break there for the
From back there,
Titans.
ICIC, missed that one.
Gaffer out of play. Mia foul. Did she get it? Childs had it. No, it's taken off her.
What a shame. She did some great
This
work around the body there.
Now it's obstruction. Every play's got a... Maddie Ryan trying to indicate that the shooter's pushing off. So shaking her head. That won't go well. Back to the Tigers. They can't find Whanana. Bailey to Hotman de Villiers. Now she's called for the obstruction. We've got a little bit whistle happy in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
They certainly have. They're obviously wanting to keep control, but you've got to be careful and let the flow go.
So Comrie scores.
She's done a great job since coming
Absolutely.
on. Debut, Rubies.
Came on late in the third, and she's still out there. 50-46. Oh, hand in there, Maddie Ryan. Gilbert swings around. I'm not sure what the call is. We could have play on. Gilbert's out of play.
I don't know what that... Oh, it's in the centre.
A wry smile from Gilbert.
Nice clearing pass down to Somerville
hits
there.
the floor running. We got 3:30 to play. Don't forget, Tigers centre next. Contact call here on Milne.
That was a nice little through triangular play there at the top of the circle between Whanana and Gaffer.
Oh, she misses one, Crombie. Unlucky.
Ooh.
Contact here. Oh, Gilbert and Somerville body on body. No love lost there. Nice play here. They're in transition. They've got to turn it over again. Tigers working hard, but we've got to call way off the ball. We're advancing it into the goal third. Are we? No, we're not. Titans just letting the ball run around. They're in no hurry to take this. 2:50 to play.
Somerville's frustration was expected there. They'll be disappointed they missed that last goal.
Indeed. So Titans with it. Now we're getting another off the ball. Like, last 3 calls haven't even been on play. Yes. Play hasn't even been happening.
As we were talking about before, umpires have to have eyes everywhere, don't they?
They do indeed. So Dykstra almost for the sealer. She gets it, 2:24. That'll get it back out to 5. Well, they've got to be absolutely perfect now. Tigers can't let them score again. Somerville going for the corner. Nice work. Oh, they've got it under the ring, but there's been a penalty taken right out on the edge of the circle. If ever there was an advantage play to be played, it was then.
Yes, you're right there, especially with only 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and we've got to take it back a little bit more.
Well done.
So Crombie gets that one. Still 4. 4 in 2 minutes. It's possible. Tigers need to turn it over right now. Namu with it. Down to Oxenford. She'll say no. Mia foul. Ryan, Mia foul will shoot. It misses. They're alive, the Tigers. Childs gets the rebound. Quick transition required. No panic though. Nice play by Gaffer. Whanana on the thing. Oh, it's a loose ball, but the
beautiful
youngster.
Roll there by Crombie.
She rips it in. Needs to settle. Needs this shot. Tigers centre next. This has to go in. It does.
We've got a
We're
game
back
on
to
our hands.
3.
Is there time?
51-48. Umpire calls time.
It's a wonder they didn't advance that one.
Tigers with it.
Saw that in the last game, wasting time.
Somerville, Whanana. They're going to Crombie. Oh, she's landed out of court.
She's landed out of court.
I thought Milne contacted,
so
but
did I.
Not to be. Now we've got a shoe off.
55 seconds, 3 goals.
It's hard to do. It's got to stop right now. I'm not sure even if they did stop right now, they'd have enough time.
I'm not sure either.
It's been a gallant effort. At least if they could get it to 2 and we'd have 3 games that all finished by 2, that would be sensational.
Yes, it will be. And it would be what I called, Millsy.
Stop. You've been here 3 games and running the place. What's going on? Lucky I got a watertight contract.
Yes, lucky, lucky, lucky.
So Milne with it now. Gilbert and Milne working around. Back it goes. Namu looks down. Bailey de Hopman de Villiers. She's had a huge game since coming on. Oxenford, smartest player on the court at the moment.
They're just going to be playing with the clock now, aren't they, Melzy?
Oh, it's Sydney Swift netball.
Yes, it
They've
is.
started doing this during the Super Shot, and teams are picking it up. It's not a bad skill to have in your back pocket. But
Keeping possession.
the one thing you got to do is not double team anyone. And we've got a contact call. We're inside the last 20 seconds now. Dykstra to put the cherry on top.
These circle defenders haven't been happy with a few calls today.
Matty Ryan shaking hand, looks to the bench in exacerbation. Oxenford, Mia foul. We've got 4 seconds. Dykstra, she needs to shoot quickly. She does and scores.
It's 5 goals.
It counts. 53 to 48. The Titans take a 2-goal, 3-quarter time lead. They win the last one by 3, win the game by 5 in what was an absolutely entertaining thriller.
Welcome to the series, HART Sapphire Series Titans.
Nat, what did you make of that?
Oh, another entertaining game again. I think it will be frustrating for the Tigers because there was opportunities there.
Don't forget the Tigers led by 4 at quarter time, 16 to 12. 1 at half time. They led at 25-24, but a second half rally there by the 29 goals to just 23 got them home.
I think, like we were discussing before, I think the Coach Bailey had some really great changes at the right time.
Well, let's quickly wrap it up and talk about the Tigers. Who is your best for them?
I like Gaffer in the centre.
She had a solid game,
She
great
had a
feed
solid
in,
game.
didn't get a lot of break. She played most of that game all through it. I actually, well, for Tigers for me, I actually liked Maddie Ryan. I thought she did a top job. She got a little bit whistled out of it towards the end, but she did as good as she could on Dykstra, Mia Fowl and Leah Pugh. She had a few to choose from there, and it was quite a tough battle for her, and she did admirably well. Didn't see Tash Robinson for the Tigers. Not sure if she's injured. We'll find out through the week and let you know.
I think the defenders in the Tigers actually kept them in the game there for a while.
Did indeed. Let's talk about the victors, the Gold Coast Titans. Who's your pick for that one?
I'm going to centre court again. I'm going Oxenford.
Oxenford was great. She certainly was. So was Nagamu.
And Mia Abigail.
Abigail. Mia Fowl was great. I thought Gilbert and Bailey de Hopman de Villiers. Probably
I think
Gilbert
we just about
for me.
named the team.
Well, I think for me, Gilbert, because of the way she took care of Somerville, I think that was a bit of a turning point, actually. So that wraps up game number 3. Number 2 for today and number 3 overall. And we'll be back for just one more. It is the grand final replay. It is between QT Netball and the Cougars, and that will be an absolute belter. That is on 5 minutes to 4 p.m. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of our incredible sponsors. HART Sports, they are our principal sponsor. They're a naming rights sponsor. We love them to death, and they have been supporting Queensland sport for the last 30 years. Mizuno, they have the best netball shoes in the business. Powerade, Mount Franklin, Legacy Jewelers, and of course Stratford. All the pictures today brought to you by Double Take Sports, the best in the business. That wraps up game number 3. My name's Dave Mills, being joined in commentary by Nat Jarrett. We're back at 5 minutes to 4. Thanks, Nat.
Join us again.
See you then.
Can't wait.
It's bye for now, and as always, be brilliant, people.
Bye.